What are the steps I need to take to design my ULP teaching? These are they. First of all, what is the topic I intend to teach? Secondly, what are the core concepts students need to understand in that topic? Thirdly, which of those concepts are thresholds or might be thresholds? Fourthly, which of those concepts might be troublesome? If they are thresholds, are any of them going to be troublesome, meaning very difficult? I need to then think about how I'm going to scaffold learning environments that allow students to master those concepts. This leads me to the types of tasks I'm going to design, the learning experiences, the assessments. What kind of questioning am I going to be using in my assessments? Factual questions, debatable questions, provocative questions. These need to push thinking. I need to ask myself which skills, processes, and strategies students need to master to access those assessments and to perform well on those assessments. I need to ask myself, of course, what some of the universal understandings are that I would like students to reach. And I need to make sure that students can reach their own conclusions. I might be coming up with 2 universal understandings per unit, but I always want to leave that space open so that students can come up with their own universal understandings. That's what we call elicitive learning. Students come up with some powerful conclusions at the end of their learning. I then need to make sure that the universal understandings that students come up with and that I as a teacher am proposing, even though I don't want to explain what they are to the students, I want them to get there themselves, I want to make sure that they're always substantiated with facts. If students are going to talk about oppression, about revolt, and about freedom, I want examples, I want facts. I want them to go back down that pyramid and ground what they're saying. That's called deductive learning, moving from big principles to the particular. Once I've got all that in my head, I draw out the unit, I teach the unit, I get feedback from my learners on how well the learning went, and I reflect for the next unit design. That's because unit planning and curriculum design is a lifelong learning experience in its own right. We need to keep coming back to what we're learning and to question it, to make it even more powerful, even more future-proof, even more life-worthy.